Alcatel, right?
Yeah, Chad.
I've been making a lot of calls lately, and I want to change my plan, but my wireless company makes me extend my contract.
And also, you can change your plan at any time without extending the contract.
Thinking about leaving us?
Yeah.
I wouldn't if you ever want to see Fluffy again.
But that's not my dog.
Fluffy? Abort! Hey! Abort to me!
Take the challenge and join the millions of people using America's largest network. Switch today, risk.
Here we go.
Watching the ball soar. But sometimes there's something even better. Strategy.
Our culture, our world, our perspective, our network. JerichoBroadcasting.com. Jericho Television Network. The future of black media.
The Ford F-150 uses two closed-loop tow hooks as opposed to the conventional open design, which makes them stronger. And if the tow hooks are this strong, imagine how strong the rest is.
Hello and welcome back to second half action here at the Black College Sports Network's presentation of the 2008 CIAA Men's Championship Round. Now we will give you some of the halftime stats and continue as we look at our Bank of America players to watch in the running of the Bulls. Right now our guys have combined for Johnson C. Smith, total of 16 points and 8 rebounds. Johnson C. Smith has 20 points in the paint, 9 points off of turnovers, 6 second chance points, 4 fast breaks, and the bench is outscoring Fayetteville State by a score of 4-5. And the Bank of America players to watch for the Broncos of Fayetteville State right now have 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 turnovers. As we have seen, they are behind in points in the paint, where Fayetteville State has only 10 points in the paint, 2 off of turnovers, 8 second chance points, and 2 points from fast breaks. We now return you to Donald Ware and Hanif Omar right here on the Black College Sports Network.
10 turnovers at the same time. They've only turned the ball over 5 times. They also have 8 assists. Ryan Scott has 5 of those assists.
Yeah, and he's not out here jumper happy either. So you see a total team concept with Johnson C. Smith. They understand the moment. They know what they're here to do. They're here to return a championship to Charlotte here at the CIAA tournament. That's what they're trying to do right now.
As we begin the second half, Johnson C. Smith controls. Scott has it on the left wing to Hollis. Right side, that is Hooper. Hooper picked up his dribble, back to Scott out top. In on the right wing, Rainey. Left side, Hooper. Jump stop in the lane. And let's see, a traveling violation is going to be called against Hooper.
Yeah, I concur with him. I was trying to keep up with how many steps he was trying to make to the bucket. Looked like an NBA style move where they allow you about 4 or 5 steps, but this is college.
Full court pressure, light full court pressure, more of a trap by Johnson C. Smith, and Fayetteville State breaks it.
And what they're trying to do down there, they're trying to give them less time to execute offensively. They're trying to take about 10 seconds away from the guys.
And a blocking foul is going to be called as Jay made a move trying to pass it out. This foul is going to go against Rainey.
And again, good movement that time by Fayetteville State. Let's see if they solve the riddle. whether Coach Steve Hager's come out here with something a little new for his young men to execute in the half court.
Harris for three off the inbounds, knocks it down.
Looked like it worked. 3 points as well. But we also have to get some things going to the basket as well, because 3-pointers are not always going to be there for you.
Rainey, skip pass. That is Hollis in the corner now. Scott with the dribble. Gets it out now to Hooper. Hooper, high post. That is Hollis. Good pass to Scott, and Scott threw it away. Gives it off now to Austin down the left sideline. He gets in the middle of the court with the basketball. Gets it to Jay, who traveled with the basketball. Turns it over. Johnson C. Smith has possession.
Yeah, again, still kind of out of sync right there for Fayetteville State. And they can't squander a lot of opportunities like that, where in which Johnson C. Smith doesn't score, and they come down and have opportunity to cut this lead.
In the front court is Hooper for the Golden Bulls. Right side, Scott back out top. Hooper gives it off to Rainey on the right side now, and Hollis has it. 15 to shoot. Hollis, right side, 15-footer, no good. Rebound is controlled by Fayetteville State. 3-pointer away by Harris. He misses the shot. Tip back is no good, and Johnson C. Smith comes back the other way. In the corner is Hooper. Gives it back off to Scott now. Back to Hooper. Hooper gives it to Scott. And Hooper with the basketball gives it to Rainey. Rainey puts it in the lane. Shot up no good. He puts his own rebound back in. 17:49 remaining in the second. Johnson C. Smith with the 34-22 lead. Austin across the timeline now. Gives it left side. Harris back out to Austin. Austin with the dribble. Back off to Harris on the left side. Guarded out there by Hooper. In the corner, Jabu for three. Misses everything. Ball's loose, goes out of bounds. It's going to belong to Fayetteville State. They'll have 15 to shoot. So we have 17 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the second half. And a quick inbounds to, who is that? Harris, who lays it off the glass for two. 34-24. Fayetteville State pulls to within 10. Hollis takes it all the way to the basket and jams it home. Off the right side, nobody even stepped out to guard him. Johnson C. Smith extends its lead to 36-24, and a timeout is going to be called by Fayetteville State. This is actually going to be a full timeout. Got a special guest right now. I got the athletics director or director of athletics at Shaw University, Mr. Al Carter. Of course, Lady Bears winning their 5th CIAA championship in 6 years. Mr. Carter, how does that feel?
Oh, it feels great. They were on a mission this year. A little disappointed last year, so they came here focused, and they played great team defense. So we came out with the victory. So we're just elated.
Where's Shaw Lady Bears ranked right now in terms of the regional rankings, and what is your feeling in terms of where they'll be seated? Obviously, they get the automatic bid, which we'll know, I guess, in about 8 days or so. But what's your feeling in terms of where they will be seated?
We don't know exactly where, but the last ranking came out, we were 8th, and of course now we have a AQ, automatic qualifier, by winning the tournament. So we're going to see, and I'll probably get the call sometime Sunday night as to where we're going to be playing and what we're going to be seated. So we're going to wait to see.
You're winning 2 championships in 3 of your major sports this year. Football, obviously winning the CIAA championship, and even more so making the playoffs, which is something that probably should have happened back in 2004. Nonetheless, Darryl Asbury in his second year doing a good job. It's got to feel good right now. Shaw Athletics under your direction really moving forward.
Well, we put the challenge out there to our coaches, and our thing is to win championship. We don't have the big head, but we're trying to build an athletic program. And in doing so, you want to bring in good people, good coaches, good student athletes that can fit within your program, and hope that you can come out being a winner. So that's what we're trying to do at Shaw University, is we're trying to win across the board. You've been the athletic director there
or director of athletics since 1999. The program has just excelled so much. I don't even know how many CIAA championships have been won since you've been there, but you've been the AD, but of course you've been responsible for a lot of that. Just talk about the progress the program has made since you've been there since almost 10 years.
Well, again, I haven't kept up with the number of championships we won, but we won quite a few.
Right.
And that's due back to, I have to give credit back to our coaching staff. They've gone out there. We put the challenge to them, and they went out there and and recruited some top student athletes, and that's what you got to have. So we'll continue to tell them that we want to win, and not only that, we want to win across the board. We want to win in every sport that we play.
Mr. Carter, I really appreciate you taking some time to join us, and we'll certainly be following those Lady Bears in regional play.
Thank you very much, Don.
Okay, you got it. That is the Director of Athletics at Shaw University, Al Carter, taking a couple of minutes to join us here during the broadcast. As, of course, right now, Johnson C. Smith with the 36-24 lead over Fayetteville State. As the Broncos will have it in the front court, they have it in the hands of Austin. Left side now is Holmes. Holmes back out. Austin out top. Jabru. Jabru gets it on the right side now to Holmes. 14 to shoot. Fayetteville State being very deliberate here. Austin. Jabru. Left side. Holmes. 6 to shoot. Jabru gonna pull from three-point range. Bricked it, and a long rebound to Austin. Off the left elbow, in and out. But the rebound and another miss. An easy miss layup there by Holmes.
Fayetteville State really mistaking activity for progress. A lot of movement there offensively, but all on the perimeter, getting nothing into the inside of the Johnson C. Smith zone. And that's why they came up unsuccessful.
As Hooper has it between the circles. Left side handers back to Hooper. Gets it on the right wing. That is Scott down low. Turnaround shot in the lane by Sanders is good as he bowls his way to the 2 points.
Literally, I thought that was a foul that time by big tight end. Looks like Antonio Gates, David Sanders really dominating down low for Johnson C. Smith on that possession right there, Donald.
Austin has it on the left wing. Gets it out top to Harris, back to Austin. Swings it left side to Jabru for 3. Misses the shot. Long rebound belongs to Hooper. Hooper tried to dump it down, and 3-on-1 break for Fayetteville State. Harris, right side. He misses the shot, and it's going to go off of Jay's head. Unbelievable by Fayetteville State.
No, it's not unbelievable. Let's remember, before coming into this week, you know, like Dennis Johnson has said, Fayetteville State, they are who we thought they were.
15 minutes and
bad basketball team, man.
15:31 remaining in the second half. Johnson C. Smith ahead 38-24. This is CIAA basketball.
Watching the ball soar. But sometimes there's something even better. Strategy.
Our culture, our world, our perspective, our network. JerichoBroadcasting.com. Jericho Television Network. The future of black media.
The Ford F-150 uses 2 closed-loop tow hooks as opposed to the conventional open design, which makes them stronger. And if the tow hooks are this strong, imagine how strong the rest is.
9:31 remaining in this second half. Johnson C. Smith with a 38-24 lead over Fayetteville State. We just saw Allen Iverson's foundation present a $25,000 check to Elizabeth City State about a year ago. Allen Iverson himself presented a $50,000 check to St. Augustine's College. And really good stuff by a guy like AI.
Yeah, and again, a brother that's come a long way, who was afforded an opportunity by by Governor Douglas Wilder of Virginia to get out of jail for being accused of maiming. And now he's gone on to do big things in the NBA, promotionally wise. But we also see that he's doing big things off the court as well. And this is good to see. We see a lot of checks being handed out during the CIAA, a lot of awards being given to individuals at different schools and things of that nature. And that's the nice and positive part about what the CIAA does. It seems as though the wealth is spread around, and a lot of people are benefit from it. So it's a win-win for benefactors and other people. Like we saw a young lady win a scholarship here, and you should just saw the excitement, enjoyment, and tears come out of her eyes to win a scholarship just from being part of HBCU. So just a great event, and this is the culminating event of the CIAA, this championship game, Donald. And right now, the stars is Coach Steve Joyner and his Golden Bulls Ball Club.
Back to live action in the front court. Smith, well said, honey, as Rainey has it. Back out to Scott, and a turnover now as Austin in the front court for Fayetteville State gives it off now to Jabru, and Jabru is fouled on his way to the basket. The foul will be on the floor.
Now again, we've seen that Johnson C. Smith, they've dominated this game, but not dominated to the point where they could just take some plays off like they did there that last time. And let's remember, Fayetteville State was down to double digits at this point yesterday, but they crept back in the game. They stayed around, and they made a play in the end. Let's see if they still can do that here against Johnson C. Smith in front of their home crowd.
Jabru gives it off to Harris. Crossover dribble, dumps it down to Jabru, who lays it off the glass left side for two.
Now, Felipe Harris is a young man who's come out this second half and really assured himself. He's made a big-time three-pointer to start the half off, and he's made a couple of plays, collateral plays, that really has helped his team get back in this game and cut the lead to 12.
Ramsey has possession, gives it out top to Scott for three. He misses the shot. Rebound controlled by Ross.
Scott, that was just the second three-pointer third three-pointer that time by Scott. He usually is jumper happy and their best three-point shooter.
Austin between the circles, right side to Williams. Now gives it off to Jabru. Almost a steal. Austin gets it back. 13 to shoot. Austin stutter step, gets in the lane off the left elbow with the shot, no good. Ross tries to go over the top, and another over the back call against Ross, his fourth personal foul.
Well, they don't run any plays for the young man, Donald, and therefore he's put in a bad position every time down, because they're not running any offensive set. There's a lot of man-to-man, pick-and-roll type things going on, but you're playing against a zone, so you don't need man-to-man concepts in that particular on that offensive setting. So the young man doesn't have anything to do on the court. Coach is not putting him in the right position, in my opinion.
There is Thornhill, gives it off now to Hollis, back to Thornhill. Right side is Ramsey, and a shot on the way by Hollis is good.
Hollis is, this guy is a very active, we want to call him like a glue guy for this Johnson C. Smith team. He does the little things, the hard work, but it's very valuable key to what they do, offensively and defensively.
Harris has it on the left side. JCSU up 40-26 in the corner. Harris for three. He knocks it down.
Man, that was a nice thing. That was wet. That's nice wet J right there. But Felipe Harris is the only guy that came to play the second half of Fayetteville State thus far.
Ramsey gets it out top to Thornhill. On the left side, Austin extends the defense for Fayetteville State. Thornhill, left side. Rainey in the lane, and a shot is good by Rainey.
Nasty crossover move that time. Crossed Austin over. Austin fell. Nice layup by Rainey.
Austin with the dribble. between the circles. It's it out top to Harris. They guard Harris closely. High post, Jay. Jay jabs them, takes it to the hole, and makes the layup.
Good post move right there. He caught Big David Sanders slipping. Made a quick first step and got to the bucket. Wow.
Rainey with a skip pass, no look, down to Sanders, who's fouled by Fayetteville State's Michael Thompson. It's a good touch pass there from Hollis.
Yeah, definitely a good touch pass. And again, Rainey is able to really move a lot and cause a lot of problems offensively for Fayetteville State. Not good defense on the defensive end for Fayetteville State right now. Really in the man-to-man.
Sanders at the charity stripe. First free throw, no good. Mass substitutions for both Johnson C. Smith and Fayetteville State.
Yeah, because again, you can see young men right now. We're right at the point where we're coming down the stretch here. These young men have been playing all week, back-to-back games. You don't do that throughout the regular course of a season, so you want to keep the legs fresh.
Second free throw attempt by Sanders is good. Extends the JCSU lead to 43-31. We have 12:35 remaining in the second half.
This cannot be Fayetteville State answer. This cannot be the last game of the year, the way they want to go out. Something's going to have to happen. I feel they're going to have a run here somewhere.
Johnson drives the lane, tries to put it up, no good, and he calls the contact. Johnson, a very athletic player for Fayetteville State.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do. They need someone to really make a move like that to get into the lane, and someone other than Felipe Harris to really cause some problems here, because time is running out. Only 12 minutes left in this ball game.
So at the line, shooting two, Johnson. First free throw attempt by Johnson is good. Johnson's a young man that has gotten some valuable minutes in all three ball games. He's a 6'4", 200-pound junior from Cheverly, Maryland. A couple of dribbles for the young man. Second free throw is good. Knocks down both. Pulls Fayetteville State to within 43-33.
And let's see how they respond here defensively. That's where their problem has been.
Pass to Thornhill, who thought about a three. Gets it back out now to Drummer. Left side is Scott. Ramsey has it. Thornhill. Left side. Scott drives. Scoop shot. Had it blocked as bodies go flying everywhere. Ball last touch by Johnson C. Smith. The Broncos will have possession.
Coach Steve Joyner is trying to rest a lot of his regular players. But who is the scorer out on this court right now for him? It looks to be Ryan Scott, and that's why he's having mass substitutions come in right now. He has no offense on the court right now.
Austin. Crossover dribble, gets it across the timeline, gets it to Harris. Harris thought about a three, now it's going to drive the right baseline, puts it up, had it partially blocked, and a rebound is controlled by Scott.
Good defense that time by Scott.
Scott in the corner to Thornhill for three, knocks it down.
Big time offensive boost right there by Thornhill. And really, those type of plays can break your back if you're Fayetteville State. If you had a great defensive possession but came up short offensively.
46-33. Harris has it between the circles, high post to Jay, and a foul is going to be called against Johnson C. Smith. Looks like the foul is going to go against Dillon. Timeout on the floor. With that timeout, we'll step aside. 11:19 remaining in the second. Johnson C. Smith 46, Fayetteville State 33. You're listening to CIAA Tournament Action on WAUG750.com.
John David Custom Clothier, taking custom clothing.
Home runs. The crack of the bat. Watching the ball soar. But sometimes there's something even better. Strategy. something even better. Strategy. Watching the ball soar. But sometimes there's something even better. Strategy.
Second half, Johnson sees